Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from the 19th August to the 25th of August 2018. I'll start that all over again for you, sorry. I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from the 19th of August to the 25th of August 2018. And this is for you coming from Capricorn. So let's start with the 19th of August, Sunday. It's not going to be a good day for you at all, I'm afraid. The morning, afternoon, either you or somebody else is going to be very arrogant and wants to take control, and basically it all goes bad step by step. So the morning and the afternoon, there is a lot of issues about who wants to take charge, who wants to make the decision, who wants to have the last say. Well, it's you listening to me, so don't want to do anything like that. Tell yourself, the last thing I want is to spoil this Sunday morning and afternoon. So let whoever wants to plan it, just be the follower, enjoy yourself quietly, and by all means give some advice, but do it very humbly, because there are planets here that can make you very moody as well. And so with this kind of moodiness, you will be losing your temper very fast. So be adaptable, be appreciative, be supportive, and you'll make your morning and afternoon sessions very good. Evening and nightfall period gets worse. Gets worse in the sense that there is a couple of planets there among the group which makes you extremely changeable. So you'll want to change your mind, and you'll want to create this kind of attitude that brings everybody to suffer upsets. And these upsets are all emotionally linked as well. And of course, this planet of the earlier part of the day, the planet of arrogance, would like to come into the evening as well. So you're going to have emotional issues mixed up with arrogant issues, and the evening is going to turn very bad, disappointments for you. So the last thing you want is to isolate yourself by your behavior. And the last thing you want is to show people or show anybody you are with that you are arrogant. Otherwise, it just gets worse and worse. Emotionally, you can be quite troubled in the evening-nightfall period. Some kind of disappointment, date didn't show up, or somehow plans were cancelled or postponed. Some mistakes are going to be made. So double-check all your plans for the evening-nightfall period. That way you can be sure it doesn't get too bad. The 20th August, Monday. Now, that's a working day. It's a business day. But for you, it's going to be a day of problems, especially in the morning and afternoon period, and also the night period. In fact, it's total 24 hours of disturbances, whether emotional, whether financial, whether at place of work, whether in business, whether with anybody. So what do you do with a horrible day like this? Well, morning, afternoon, let's break it down into little bits. Morning, afternoon, you'll be at work, or you'll be conducting business, or whether even you're at home. Tell yourself your moodiness is going to overcome you. It will, because the planets, when they move at you, they will do that. And so you are aware now that this is going to happen. So you find out in which areas are going to upset you to bring this moodiness. Is it the past? Is it the present? Is it the worry about the future? And tackle those things that way. And if you do that, you're going to be then getting some control in the morning-afternoon period. Emotional planets are plenty in the morning, afternoon. So at your place of work or in business, you cannot afford to think emotionally. Work and business is all about logic, all about facts and figures. No need for too much passion. Don't think with your heart. And so you have to remind yourself all these things again and again and again. And tell yourself, what I'm not going to finish, I'm not going to start. Because you'll be changing your mind in this morning-afternoon period and upsetting many, many people. So you got to start with yourself. When the day is bad, find out for yourself now, how can I correct it? How can I improve myself? You have no control over anybody else's horoscope. So you try and do that. Well, I make your morning-afternoon at 70% bad, which is bad. And so emotional areas, money areas, business areas, job areas, these planets will creep in to soften up the area. Well, your evening and nightfall waits for you, and it is just as bad or even a bit worse. Why? Because separate planets in the evening section, which are already nasty to you, are waiting for you to arrive in the evening nightfall period around 5 to 6 p.m. onwards. And also the planets of the daytime would like to be there. So now you can be accused of stubbornness, of dominating, of being very pushy, of being very moody, of being very changeable. So this adding on and on as the hours go by. Well, what can you do about it? You can ask yourself now, am I the cause of the problem? And if you are, back down, let out somebody else take over. That would be the best way, I think. All right? So try and make the day as comfortable as possible by improving your outlook and by improving your teamwork. So I make the whole day as around 70% bad. Accidents can also happen. Accidents can also be emotional. They can be physical, they can be mental. I'm worried more of the mental and the emotional, actually. Bad news can come, whether in job, whether in business. Well, let's move on to the 21st of August, Tuesday. It starts not well. Morning, afternoon, there is problems still coming in. Uncertainty in job, uncertainty in business. More on the losing side than anything else in business. And in the job, having blame and all kinds of problems, having a tiff with the boss, your manager. And in business, it's a question of just suffering bad luck and losses. Mistakes are being made. So if you are involved, you have to tell yourself that I have to improve my concentration on my responsibilities in the morning-afternoon period. Don't let somebody else handle your responsibility. That's the way it's going to get very spoiled, and the blame you will get. Evening nightfall at last turns somehow good for you. There are a couple of planets who are very fast, but they are on your side, so that's fine. They are very fast and they are noted to be the planets of unexpected good for you. So you're going to get some unexpected good news, you're going to get some unexpected benefits, whether at place of work, whether in business, whether chasing for the romance, whether in the evening time enjoying yourself. So everything turns very pleasant from about 5 to 6 p.m. onwards. And with all that happening for you, you will be finding some success. You may even find solutions in the evening nightfall for what you couldn't find earlier part of the day. So it all ends very well for you. Be out for whatever purpose, to improve your job, improve your business, be out. 22nd of August, Wednesday. Now that's a fabulous day for you. It starts with so much unexpected good news waiting to be delivered to you. So hurry on to workplace, hurry on to your business areas. There are now going to be unexpected changes for the better. So I like to pump you up with all this energy. Be in a position to show your best in what you can do. Whether communication, whether marketing skills. At your place of work, you will get unexpected good news. Maybe a promotion, maybe more money, maybe a better position. Something is going to happen. So to excite this news, tell yourself, I'm going to really show my bosses that I'm working hard and produce something that catches their eye. Unexpected romance is also very possible in the morning-afternoon period. So no harm, send a message and you will get some good news. And the unexpected thing is that the person that you wanted very much, you can now try your luck in the morning-afternoon period. I like the evening and the nightfall extremely well. Extremely well because many business planets are there. They should be actually in the morning section, but for some reason they arrive late. So they are parked in the evening-nightfall period. So plan your evening to help you in job, to help you in business, to help you in finances, to get good context for all these areas. So plan it that way. Invite the people you work with to be out with you. Invite the people or be with the people you do business with. Be with the people you love as well, and mix it all up. It'll work very nicely. You are given the gift of communication and marketing skills in the evening side. So that's the time where you can show off to the people that you are attracting business for. You can show off how well you can do. So a wonderful 22nd of August, I make that about 80% good. 23rd of August, Thursday, that's another wonderful 24 hours for you. Well, it starts with all these business planets approaching you, giving you that mentalness of being able to be very creative in business areas. It's also to do with your job. And so these areas are perfectly poised to deliver some good advantage and deliver some good news for you. It's now up to you to make the move. You've got to push these planets. Once you push them and they're on a roll, then you know you've given them a direction of success. They will deliver to you whatever you want. So you've got to give a little nudge and aim for the area in business, or is it going to be for job, or is it going to be to chase for the romance, or is it going to be anything that you want? And they will move to that area. So you've got every chance of gaining something good, especially in the financial area. Evening nightfall is all about creativity and imagination and the wonderness of enjoying yourself in the evening and nightfall period. Romance will be in the air. And a couple of these business planets will also come over. And so mix business and pleasure in the evening nightfall period. Plan it that way, and you will see that you will enjoy yourself in every area. You are going to show off your creativity, you're going to show off your marketing skills, and people will want to talk to you, and the bonding will take place whether in business, whether for job, whether love affair, whether for family areas. 24th of August, a Friday. Well, it starts very nicely for you. At your place of work or in business or wherever you're planning to go, there's a lot of harmony. There's a lot of possibilities of doing well, showing profits. Your creativity is going to be heard and seen, and you're going to be a very happy person, because these kind of planets, they join creativity even with romance and love areas. So you are just on a beautiful roll in the morning afternoon periods. So immediately recognize which area you want to go. You can't in the morning afternoon have everything under the sun. You need to focus. Your planet's waiting for that focus. And when you aim that way, whether it's the romance, whether it's the friendship, whether it's the job, whether it's the business, whether it's anything, then the planets will go there. So you need to focus, and then things happen. So think that way. I don't like the evening and nightfall session at all on the 24th of August, because they contribute to accidents, to bad company who drinks too much or drugs, and they bring about secretive things for you to get into. So all this kind of sinister, sneaky, secretiveness planets are now on the prowl to see how to attract you to get into that. So you've heard it from me. If you haven't heard it from me, fine, you didn't know, but now you've heard it from me. Don't go there. Tell yourself, avoid these people, because these planets will get you there, and then they will expose you to problems. And some of these problems can be to do with the law as well. So definitely avoid people who are looking for trouble, drinking too much or behaving in a very aggressive way. And drive very carefully, because these planets also rule accidents. And so they can produce accidents for you. Sometimes it's not just physical, it can be mental accidents, it can be emotional accidents, verbal accidents. In that way, accidents are things that come unexpectedly and suddenly and disturb the peace. The 25th of August, Saturday, all right, it's a Saturday, and if you are working on this Saturday, you'll have to carry out your own duties, because once you delegate with planets like this in the morning afternoon period of this 25th August, things are going to go wrong. They may go wrong purposely with people who want to create trouble for you, or they may just go wrong because your attention is not there. So don't delegate your duties in the morning afternoon. And if you're not working, you have to be careful that somehow something wrong can happen. You may get an invitation to join a group of people who are going to do something wrong or end up doing something wrong. Drive very carefully and be very sure not to share your personal affairs or your personal secrets with people, because these planets will hear all this and they will expose you as well. So it's that kind of a morning afternoon period. The plan is for you to get everything wrong. So you might as well let somebody else take charge in the planning or whatever, and let that person move with it, and you sit back and enjoy and do nothing. If things go wrong, nobody's going to put the finger of blame on you. So that's the way to get out of it. Stay away from the sea though. Some problems can be there on the sea on this 25th August Saturday. I like the evening nightfall extremely well. From all that not niceness of the morning, afternoon, it turns to be a brilliant evening and a brilliant night. It can be separately, or it can be some things happen in the morning, afternoon, not good, but they repair themselves and then get very good in the evening, nightfall. Or it could just mean a change of everything, change of people, change of place, and you are just flying very high. So long-term planets are also seen in this evening, nightfall period. Long-term planets move a bit slow, so you need to be patient. But the good thing about them is that they develop hour by hour the progress you need. And so hour by hour, when you're socializing, and if you've got your eye on somebody, well, you can get there hour by hour. And you can plan everything as well. And whoever you meet on this evening, nightfall people, on this evening and nightfall of the 25th August, you are going to be getting some good response from them for some time to come. So the long-termness also affects it that way. So your Saturday ends very beautifully for you. Well, I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. In that 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about all areas of your life, your love story, your work story, your business story, your health story. And so, not hour by hour, but year by year, age by age, I will talk to you about that. And we'll get down to the nitty-gritties of everything, and you'll be able to know for your next 7 years whether it's going to be a downtrend or uptrend. And if there's now and then the downtrend, at least you will be ready for it. And once you're ready for this kind of downtrends, you can improve them by maneuvering yourself years before things happen. So that's the way to go. Well, all this will be based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms. And with all this information, I'll talk to you about your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me an email, and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. All this will cost you USD